Hey, what's up, team? Good morning. We're here to talk about the isometrics for this week. Quick review of the isometrics. As you are engaging one of the muscles, whichever muscle you're doing for that movement, make sure that you're doing a smooth engagement process into a 110% maximal squeeze for said movement. All right. But this week, what we're going to do is add in some directional movement that is going to be different than the main contractile direction. So for example, we're going to be doing pec squeezes. So in the past, we've put palms together, squeeze them really hard, all right? We've done it in multiple planes, squeezing down here, closer to the chest, further from the chest, all slight variations. But what we're going to add this time is a squeeze, and then put your hands on like a tabletop and press down. So we're squeezing in and pressing down and holding for 15-ish seconds, however long you can hold that contraction. Both directions you want to have maximal squeeze, assuming you're not going to break the countertop or whatever. Actually, on that note, make sure you're always pulling on something super solid or pushing on something super solid, or towel, always a good choice. They don't break unless you're really strong, which would be impressive, and you should video that. So more ideas. Pressing, pulling, pushing as you're pressing together. So like on rows, we got rows on there, we got curls on there. Just do a simple one here. Let's say I'm curling, so I can curl, but I can also rotate outward, or I could curl and I could rotate inward. Those are a couple variations. Tricep press, same thing. I'm pressing up. I can try to squeeze it out. I can try to squeeze it in. I'm doing the tricep press here, same thing, kind of different rotations. So I can rotate the shoulder, but I can do a tricep press. Let's see if I can fake that here. Doing a tricep press, but I can also push up and fire a lot of these delts in here in addition to here. Or I could rotate it out a little bit. I could change the angle here and press up. So explore all the different ranges. We've got wide hip adductors and abductors on there. So with those, stand inside of a door frame with your feet pressed out, and you can squeeze out into the door frame. And with the leg ones, some multiple planes you could use would be, as you're wide, twisting your feet this way or that way, or squeezing up, drive your hips forward into hip extension. You could sit in a chair with adductor or abductors, whichever one you want to do. Got the towel around here, squeezing out, and now I'm also pulling up. I'm not balanced enough to do that right this minute, but I could do it if I could figure that out. So I could pull, squeeze out as the main activation process, and then add hip flexion, so pulling the knees up while I'm squeezing them out. Also laying on your back in standard glute bridge position, squeezing out into your band or towel or whatever, and then driving your hips up to the ceiling. So for each rep, think about the main movement, and then think about, all right, while I'm doing this movement, how can I integrate a second direction to each of the movements, and then put 100% effort into both directions. That's all for today. Catch you soon.